Live from the BiffNet Studios World Headquarters in Spring, Texas, it's Barry on Deck, hosted by former ESPN Houston radio host and stand-up comedian Barry Laminack, starring Oliver the Cat. Written by Barry Laminack, produced by Barry Laminack, directed by, you guessed it, Barry Laminack. Featuring sports, entertainment, special guests, film sessions, and some drinking. Okay, a lot of drinking. Viewer discretion is advised. And now, here's your host, Barry Laminack.
What's up, you damn dirty deckheads? Oh, welcome to Barry on Deck. I am your host, Barry Laminack. Thank you guys for being here. Today is Tuesday, October 29th, 2024, and this is episode number 860 of Barry on Deck. Welcome to the show. Welcome to the program. Hey, hello, hi. How are you? Oh, shit. Screwed up my camera. Welcome to the show. Hey, good to have you along. Oh, boy. Good to see you. Thanks for being here. Hello, hi. It's going to be a doozy of a day. Oh, boy. So, lots to get to. Short time to do it. It was... well, it was fun while it lasted. We had a good run of starting the show on time. I think we did like 3 shows last week where we started on time. And boy, was that fun. The good old day. I mean, look, my best laid plans of mice and men or something like that. I don't know. I don't know how it goes. I don't know the sayings. So busy day. Sorry for the absence yesterday. For those of you that actually give a shit, I guess. Did not make it. The wife played hooky. And when I have the opportunity with Nora, I do tend to want to take that opportunity and take the day off. So I do. And decided to do that. Yeah. So took the day off with her. And she didn't go to work. I don't remember why. She had some shit going on, but I took the day off and spent some time with her. So that's what, yeah. Thank you, Donna. Donna said, as you should. There was a time when this show first started and it was, it's all I did. Like, it was literally all I did nonstop. And, it never took a day off, never took any time off. And so now I've gotten a little more comfortable with being able to take some days off and take some time off. And I think burnout has a lot to do with that too. I'm so burned out and so tired that it's actually good to get those days off and good to get some time away and all that stuff. So, yeah, it's good. It was good. It was nice to hang out. Tony said you never take time off to spend with me. You never take any time for us. I'm sorry, Tony. I will. Damn it. I will, Tony. Just for you, buddy. So yeah, that was why we had no show yesterday, which in hindsight has thrown off the entire week. Here's why. And this is why we started late. And I didn't know this was going to happen. All right. I didn't know this was going to happen when I took yesterday off. So I always feel like I'm on here defending my lateness, and I kind of am. But all right, I take yesterday off. I'm like, that's fine. We'll get into, we've got time. We'll do some other things and some other whatnots and nonsense and what have yous. No big deal. We got Tuesday. I'll do some stuff. We got a Trey on deck on Barry on Deck on the patio, which I have not confirmed with Trey yet. But I'll do that right now. And yeah, so we should be doing that. We good for tomorrow, pimp? I put pump. Nope, don't want to do that. Excuse me. So I was like, well, but we won't be doing sports and whatnot. So that day, but then Thursday, we can handle the rest of it and do the look aheads and all that. Well, then got a call from the Nightcap Fox 26 producer, and she was like, hey, we're doing a show on Thursday. We would like you to be a part of it. We're going to be taping a special election show, and we'd like you to be on it. We're going to be doing, because the Nightcap is kind of a relationship themed show that airs on Fox 26 here in Houston nightly. Comes on right after the Isaiah Factor. So it's usually the news on Fox 26 from 9 to 10, and then the Isaiah Factor from 10 to 11, and then the Nightcap from 11 to 11:30. I believe that's the schedule. So they were like, we thought of you. We thought you'd be perfect. What we want to do is kind of have like an election debate style show. It won't be about politics, but it'll be about relationships. We wanted to have somebody representing the single class, somebody representing the dating class, and somebody representing the married class. And we thought you'd be perfect to represent the married class. We wanted to bring all three of you on. Each of you have an opening statement like in a debate. And then we would just let you debate why your situation is the best, make a show of it, and you know, it'd be fun and kind of, you know, on brand or on topic, I mean, with the elections and whatnot. And would you be interested? I was like, hell yeah, I'd be interested. Let's do it. When are y'all doing it? And they said, well, we're taping Thursday at 3. I was like, well, you know, your boys got to be out there. Your boys got to constantly be repping the brand and keeping myself out there and keeping myself relevant and all that stuff. So, hey, yes, I'll do it. Does it mean I don't do a day of Barry on Deck? Yes, but that's okay. It means I once again on TV. That's a good thing. Once again, getting myself out there. That's a good thing. So all these things, you know, it's a give and take. So I was like, that's fine. So that kind of throws the week off though. No show on Monday. Wouldn't have a show on Thursday. So that means we got to cram everything now into today, because tomorrow's a Trey on Deck on Barry on Deck on the patio, which you guys know we don't do any sports. So then I was like, oh shit. That means we got to do fantasy. We got to do pick 'em. We got to do last week's sports, football, college, and NFL. We got to do next week's NFL. And Jesus Christ, that fucks everything up. Wow. Holy shit. But then it gets better. We need to talk about that too. We'll probably talk about that again tomorrow if we do. Well, I mean, if we do the show with Trey or not, we'll talk about it. So yeah, I do want to talk about it. But very good to do Trump hands. I will. I think I am the best married guy. Nora hates it. Anytime I talk about Trump, I do my Trump voice. She goes, "Why do you do the voice?" I'm like, you can't not talk about Trump and not do the voice. She goes, "Yes, you can." I'm like, "No, you can't. No, you can't. No, we're not skipping fantasy, Alex, you raggedy bitch. Hell no, we're not." So I was like, yeah, I'll do the TV thing. Well, I have some better news for some of you. Maybe some of you not. Maybe some of you don't like this. But we can skip NFL. Nope. Nope. They're eating the dogs. God, that song was so good. Anytime I hear that now, I can't get the song. The song was amazing. Never mind the shenanigans and tomfoolery of the but did you hear the song, Chronic? Did you hear the actual song? They're eating the dogs. They're eating the cats. The song was amazing. There, bump trade on next week. Yeah. it's supposed to be the last Wednesday, and we didn't do one last month. So it's like, ugh. And I don't think we were going to do one. We bumped last. And yeah, it's just a mess. I'd just rather do it. Yeah. I'd rather just do it. It's, But here's the good news. And I don't know why, again, I'm doing the Trump hands. So got a text from Joe George today. So committed to doing the nightcap show yesterday. During the day, they texted and asked me. But then got a text from Joe George today. And he said, yo, man, would you, and do you want to do a show with Joel on Halloween, 3 to 6. So I guess Jeremy Branham is out. And of course, your boy would much rather do a show with my dog, my guy, my man, Joe Blank. So I said yes. I said, let me get, I had a prior commitment, but gotta go where the money is better. 2, I'm always going to default to working with Joel first. That's going to always be my choice. Always. So, yeah, I'm going to go with working with Joel. So, that makes it even better is Thursday now, instead of taping for television, which would have been fun. I'll be doing, the Killer Bees, filling in for Jeremy Branham on Thursday with, Joseph Blankenship and, myself. So that'll be fun. 3 to 6, ESPN 97.5. Tune in, bitches. All right. Lots to get to. By the way, I don't think I said it because I think I might have missed it, but last week, Joel Hernandez resubscribed for 29 months. Joel, even if you're not here, I appreciate you, sir. Thank you very much for doing that. If I missed it, and I don't remember, I don't think I did, but thank you for doing that, sir. Yeah, Donna said toxic chat alert. Yeah, no shit, right? Toxic, stalker, slanderous chat alert. They like to make up shit about me. Yeah, they didn't do this, swindling. Fuck off. Jeremy's going to pass by Barry's house on Halloween. It'd be a bad idea. Yeah, there ain't going to be no candy out here. Oh man, I have so much to discuss. Let me get back to my, Pick 'em 2024 show prep. There we go. Oh, there's my template. All right. Okay. Those dudes talk about you every day. It's sad, actually. Isn't it, though? And you know what? I'll be honest with you. Today, the chat discussed you doing comedy at Chuck E. Cheese. Such random BS. Yeah, it's wild. It's amazing how much space I have occupied in their heads. It's really crazy. It really is crazy. And what's wild is how little space they have occupied in my heads until something like me going to ESPN comes up and then somebody's like, oh, you gotta deal with their chat. And it's like, oh yeah, I have to deal with the psychopaths that are in their chat. Other than that, though, it's amazing how much time I spend in their brains. It's wild. It's psychotic. It really is. It's almost scary. And now I see how people get stalkers, how stalking works. This is it. This is like the digital form of stalking. That's what it is. It's the digital form of stalking, really. Kinda. I mean, it's obsessive. It really is. If you think about it, if you look up the word obsessive, that's what it is. Let's see. Obsessive. Definitely didn't spell that right. Not that that would be a surprise. A person who is affected by an obsession, Let's look up obsession. The state of being obsessed with someone or something. An idea or thought that continually preoccupies or intrudes on a person's mind. I rest my case. I will say Captain Pope tries to shoo them down. Good luck with that, sir. Captain Pope said 975 chat is brain dead. Doubt most finished high school. I've muted most of them. Barry is the New York Yankees to 97.5 Twitch chat users. I don't know what that means. I defend you, Barry. Thank you, Captain Pope. I appreciate that, buddy. Coming in late. Hopefully missed all the college talk. Nah! You haven't missed much, buddy. I was explaining why I started late, actually. I'll be filling in, and that's how we got on the chat with ESPN 97.5. I got started late. So here's the bottom line, folks. Hey, Heartthrob! Thank you for resubscribing for 31 months, sir. You are a gentleman and a scholar, and I appreciate your support of this fine program. So bottom line is, I had to cram a week's worth of show into this one, which means I had to get all the fantasy stuff prepared, which I wasn't ready for. I had to get all of the pick'em stuff. It was just a lot of shit that I had to get done that I had forgotten, really wasn't thinking about, and yeah. So a lot of shit that I didn't think about that I needed to get done, and yeah. But I appreciate that, Captain Pope. Thank you for defending me on there. And you know, I don't think you guys should, honestly. I don't think you should waste your time. Just let them be dumb. Just let them be weirdos. I do know this. I have been told that there are people that, and I'm not you, Captain Pope, because your name was the last name that came up. Yeah, we were just saying that, Captain Pope. Thank you for the 100 bits. Captain Pope said, crazy how your name comes up in there every single day. Thank you for the 100 bits, buddy. Yeah. I think it's because you blocked a lot of them. Yeah, that's why. I blocked them from this show so they can't come in here and derail the show, you know, and make it about them. But I do know this. I have been told by very, very reliable sources whom I trust explicitly that there are people who frequent this show that also go to that show or that chat who like to join in, which I find interesting. And look, it's y'all's choice. I certainly don't care, honestly, but there were I know some people in here get upset with others who are in here. No, the source would be a deckhead. There are some deckheads who do not like other deckheads because when they're in the ESPN chat, they have been accused of maybe piling on or, you know, being two-faced, I guess you could say. Because here they're like, oh, you know, they'll say some things, and then over there they'll, I guess, talk shit about me behind my code switching. There you go. Maybe two-faced, code switching, talking shit behind my back. I'm just this way. If you don't like me, just don't like me. I at least respect them for that. At least they'll tell me to fuck off to my face. Just don't be over here talking about, and then go over there and talk shit about me. Just talk shit about me here, too. You know what I'm saying? Talk shit about me here, too. Or there. Okay. That was weird. Yeah, so Trey's in. So we are definitely doing Trey on deck, on Barry on deck on the patio tomorrow. I close that chat when I listen to their shows. That's the smart move. I don't understand. Flip said, I made the mistake of defending you once. Gave them a chance to word their opinions and said nothing. Yeah. Hardtop said, I won't even entertain the thought of going into this cesspool unless you're doing a show. You and the Falcon were the only two reasons I would drag myself into that chat. It's crazy. said, sorry I was late. I was in the ESPN chat talking crap about you. Found the guilty party, you guys. Mark said, Potch, most of the time I listen to ESPN on the app, so I don't even have a chat. Oh, that's smart. That's very smart. Very, very smart. But yeah, Dubs, that's the key word there, the code switching. Yeah. Mina said, I've overcomplicated things. I'll hang up and listen. Yeah, Tony said, I like dishing it to those guys. And you're a great troll, Tony. You're a very good troll. So that helps a lot. And you're like, Tony will get it. Tony will fuck with people and he's relentless about it. And Tony will aggravate the shit out of you. Trust me, he's done it to me. Tony will make you just like, you know that meme where the person just shakes their fist? That's how Tony will get you. You're just like, God damn it, Tony. I hate your face, man. And then he'll just be like, yeah, I'm handsome. Mina said Barry is the Astros, the 97.5 Twitch users are the Yankees, which he lives rent free. Yeah, I believe that is. I believe that's the case. All right, let's get rolling, you guys. We got a lot of shit to get to. Some sports, some non-sports. And I think I'm going to be selective in what we talk about sports-wise because I want to hit like what's important, kind of high-level shit. And I do want to get to some non-sports because I do want to have some fun. I feel like, and you guys correct me if I'm wrong. If I'm wrong, tell me I'm wrong. But I feel like maybe we've been too boringly sportsy lately. Has that been the case? Have we just been too boringly sportsy on this show? Do we need to get back to more crazily fun stuff? I just feel like I don't know the balance. I feel like we've lost some balance here. I want to give you guys the sports, but I don't know. I'm trying to find that balance again. I feel like we've lost some of it. So I have no idea. I'm trying to find it. I used to be worse. Yes, I can vouch for that. You used to be so much worse. Mark said, I feel like Tony rolls a die every day to see who he's going to fuck with. That's so funny. That's so funny. Captain Pope said, and thank you for the 100 bits, Captain Pope. Barry, the Heights had Christmas decorations up today. Fuck, I hate it. Drives me absolutely nuts. Halloween isn't even until Thursday. Old enough to remember when Christmas stuff didn't go up until the day after Thanksgiving. Bro, amen. It should be a law. It should be a law. It should be a law. It drives me. It's one of the things that I absolutely hate the most. I hate it the most. I really do. Every holiday needs its own room to breathe. You know what I mean? Like, can we just get through a holiday before we start doing the next one? Like, I'm with you. You shouldn't start putting up Christmas shit until after Thanksgiving. And yeah, Tony's like, I feel bad for Thanksgiving. Yeah. Think about all the dead turkeys that died in vain. They died for nothing. Because we just go from Halloween to Christmas. It's goddamn ridiculous. I hate it so much. So much. By the time Christmas rolls around, there'll already be goddamn hearts and candy out for Valentine's. What are we doing? I hate it. I'm with you though. It drives me nuts. They'll start putting out Christmas shit in September. What? Heartthrob was telling me about that shit. There's pumpkin spice shit out. Except there's no reason that should be out that early. Don said, Captain Pope, all the light Christmas trees have gone up on post-oak. Burn them. Burn them all down. All of them. Deanna said, more fun. Start a poll. Yeah, I'm trying. I'm trying to get back to it. I'm trying to find that sweet spot. Captain Pope said, am I a Scrooge for thinking October is too soon for Christmas? Not at all. No, it's not. It's not too soon. High today was 86 and we have Christmas shit up. I remember one Christmas we had on shorts and a tank top. So that's the shitty part about Houston and down south. It is the shitty part. Yeah, it's just too hot. You know what I mean? It's hard to feel like Christmas when you have on shorts and a tank top. That's the only crappy part about it. Thanksgiving is a far superior holiday. All right, now that we're going to have a discussion on at some point. I don't know that Thanksgiving is a far superior holiday. I like gifts. All right. I like to get shit. Other than getting the shits, you really don't get anything on Thanksgiving. You can't tell me because of the sports, because you get plenty of football and stuff on, you get extra basketball. Like, you can't tell me that it's the food, it's not the sports, that you get both of those on Christmas, plus gifts. What gifts do you get on Thanksgiving? The only thing that Native Americans got was stabbed in the back. That's the only gift they got. And some shitty blankets years later. Okay. So don't tell me that. I'm going to have to disagree with you. My preference holiday-wise, listen, I'm going to tell you. It goes Christmas and then my birthday. So, what? Jesus will not enter the chat. See? How are you going to disparage the good name of Jesus and choose?
Okay.
Who got timed out? Who got timed out? Who got timed out? Who did CC time out? Hey, what up, Black Market Breast Milk? Yes, I will power rank the holidays. Let's do it. New Year's Eve and 4th of July, underrated. No obligations other than getting drunk. That's a good point. That's a pretty damn good point. Heartthrob fired shots at the Cowboys. Oh, well, bye, Heartthrob. Bye-bye. We'll see you. See you in 10 minutes, buddy. Enjoy that timeout. Cece said,
Can you shut the fuck up?
Oh, boy. Cece said, get the fuck out. Let's see. Online rankings. Where's that ranking thing at? Where's the damn... ranking. Well, shit. Where's the ranking at? Well, where's the tier at? Tier ranking? What's it called? Tier. There it is. Tier maker. Oh, this is NFL though. I want just a tier maker. Make your own tiers. New tier list. Okay. Let's see. Tier maker. Nope. I just want a blank one. Make your own template. Holidays. They already have this. Holiday tiers list. What the fuck is this? Okay. That's, all right. Hey, you know what? I wouldn't go with this. Let me tweak this a little bit. Let's see. All right. We got to come up with some names for they cuss as much as you did this weekend. Donna, I watched the last hour today. Of what? I died. Oh, good. The Boom guys were on Jimmy Fallon last night. What? Rob the Wrestler, to be fair, was an honest take. What? I dodged that timeout like Neo. Yes, you did. What up, Uzi? Good to see you, Steven the Weather Guy. Donna, I watched the last hour today. I loved it. They cuss as much as you did this weekend. Did Donna cuss? Donna Laminack. Jesus. Donna. She's getting like a sailor. It's Donna the mechanic. She's just out here. Oh boy. Oh, so you're watching Pat McAfee, CC. I'm telling you, it's a great show. It's a fun show. They're great. They really are. Donna said, "Snitches get stitches, bitches." See, she's cussing and rhyming now. Donna's practically a rapper. She's practically a rapper. Next, she's gonna say, snitches get stitches, bitches. Motherfucker. Like, what? Hold on, Donna. That's aggressive as hell. That's too much. Yeah, so CC, you had never watched the Pat McAfee show? Ever? Oh, it's good. Yeah, it's real good. It's fun. It's what I would do. It's what I would do if they let me have my own TV show. It's how I would do a TV show if I got to do it. It's what I would do if this show had producers and could be bigger. It's basically, yeah. It's how I tried to get the radio show to be. It's how shit should be done. It's how people really want their sports talk. I mean, it's kind of like, if you think about it, if you really think about it, it was kind of what we were trying to accomplish on ESPN 97.5 with the Blitz, the Usual Suspects. To a certain degree, there was that level of edginess. I know on our show, and me in particular, the curse words and pushing the envelope of what we could say, we got away with a lot. In particular, Fred and AJ and me. Joel was never a guy that was going to cuss a lot, but he had aspirations and maybe some things he worried about, which I totally respected. But that's how I think people kind of want their. Everybody always talks about wanting to have this bro talk, kind of guy talk, sitting around at a bar having a conversation feel to their shows. But so few people can pull that off. So few people have the ability to pull that off. They all say it. But if you listen to the radio, if you listen to these shows, nobody pulls it off. Nobody on the radio in this city pulls it off. Nobody on TV pulls it off. I mean, nobody, but they all claim it. Oh, our radio show is just two dudes at the bar hanging out talking. No, it's not. That's what you might want it to be, but it's not. It's too buttoned up. It's too proper. It's too sportsy. It's too this. It's too that. It's too beholden to the sponsors. It's too beholden to the formula. It's too programmed. It's too this. It's too that. That's the beauty of the Pat McAfee show. It was never that. And also, just for the record, that's the beauty of Barstool. That's what Barstool was and is, and that's why it's so successful. Is everybody wants that formula, and they figured it out because they just said, fuck it. We're just going to take what we do as bros and just do it. And record it and put it out. And God, that's what McAfee did with his show. Is he got his voice. I mean, he sits on his stool. He wears tank tops. And he doesn't change who he is. I mean, his desk is a mess. It's not polished. It's beautiful, man. It's beautiful. And that's what you try to. That's what you want to get if that's your goal, right? Now, if you want to have a buttoned up, polished, Rich Eisen kind of show, go for it. But, especially on radio, these guys often say, we just want to be a couple of fellas hanging out at the bar. Yeah, that's what you want to be, but that's not what you are. because you don't talk like this with your boys. You just don't. And that's what I thought Joel and Nick and I were able to accomplish. I think that's why our show was so successful for so long. Is it took a while. It took us some time, but once we got there, we were really able to get into it, and really make it feel like that kind of conversation. And the Blitz did to a certain degree as well. Captain Pope, thank you for the 200 bits. Damn, son. Captain Pope said it's a fine line. There's straight man Charlie Palillo, Yawn Fest. Then there's cesspool garbage Josh Ennis. Blitz walked that line perfectly for 3 to 4 years. Thank you for the 200 bits, man. It's true. It is a very fine line. It's a very fine line. Captain Pope said even Barstool has gone a bridge too far now for a lot of people. Likely peaked 3 to 4 years ago, portly overly political. And I think that's where a lot of people fail, is when they get too political. And that's where, like, early on we did politics on this show, and then I realized, yeah, that's, you know, I'm passionate about certain things and I want to push those things, and I don't think that, you know, it's, and then I realized, okay, even though I think my message is my heart's in the right place, it just still becomes a turnoff, and you just have to leave it out. You just can't. You just can't. It just becomes alienating to too many people. Just too many people. Oh, thanks, Behannon. Behannon said the usual suspects none? Did you mean non or none? Maybe the thanks was premature. Behannon said, I think he meant the usual suspects non-sports talk was the best. Thank you. Thank you. I'll take credit for a lot of that, because I really tried to be the guy that pushed us to non-sports quite often. That's what I specialized in. That was my thing. That's what I was kind of there for, if you think about it. That was my specialty. So I took pride in that. I mean, I could talk sports, and I feel like I had good sports takes, but that was kind of my thing, was to come up with what could we do. We knew we could do sports. We all knew that. And I felt like that wasn't going to separate us from any other show. That wasn't going to separate us from any other midday show, and it certainly wasn't going to separate us from any other drive time show in the mornings or the afternoons. So how could we differentiate ourselves? We'd have to come up with stuff like Monday Movie Moments with Trey. We'd have to come up with a bunch of other shit. So that's what we did. We tried. Amos said, fuck this, I'm going to the YouTubes. Twitch is skipping like a record with a scratch in it. Damn. Tony said Barstool has too many toxic dudes. I can see that. And again, that's a fine line too. You want to have that broness, but you don't want it to be a toxic broness. And I think, again, that's where Pat McAfee excels. McAfee is a bro, but McAfee is not a toxic bro. He's a goofy bro, right? Like, McAfee is just like a goofy, y'all wanna get drunk, maybe smoke some weed, do some keg stands, take our shirts off, jump in the river. But he's a tolerant, non-toxic bro. And I think that's why, Way Back Wednesday was a big one, man. That was a big one because it got contentious, it got competitive, but it was like, it was very interactive with there was a method to the madness for Way Back Wednesday. Big time. Big time. Yeah, that's right. Mina on YouTube said that's part of the reason why Pat left Barstool. That's exactly right. I could see it because he's not a toxic dude. I mean, he just doesn't have that vibe. Yo, what up, Sweetie Pooh? Justin Swinford in the house. We're just sitting here talking about toxic bro sports talk. All right, I need help naming these tiers. Let's see. Best of the best. I guess that'll do. Oh, damn it. Let's see. Best of the best. Actually, probably, this is just on the spot. Really good. It'll do. Meh. And the worst. Yeah, that'll work. All right. We'll do all caps. The worst. All right, so we're gonna rate. Somebody asked us to rate the holidays. Oh, Barstool got it. Yeah. We're gonna rate the holidays real quick. Let's see. Chrome resize. Oh boy, that is tiny. That is tiny. How do you get rid of that big ass ad? Oh, fuck off already. So they don't have all of the holidays on here. I don't know. I'm not Jewish, so I'm not gonna put Hanukkah. I don't feel like I can speak on that. I don't know why they have Black Friday on here. That's not a holiday. That's stupid as shit. They have add additional. They don't even have all of them on here. They got 4th of July, St. Patrick's Day, Christmas, New Year's, Mother's Day, Father's Day. What are we missing? We're going to get to that, Justin. We have not gotten there yet. I'm going to get this out of the way, and then we're going to roll into we're going to hit some sports hot and heavy, but I'm with you. Yeah. Oh, CC! CC! Love you, girl. Thank you for resubscribing for 29 months. CC said, my favorite holiday is my 29-month subiversary. You the best, CC. Thank you. Captain Taff said, no Kwanzaa. Look, we're just going with what I know. All right, that's why we're not going to have Hanukkah on here either, okay? Cinco de Mayo. Oh, yeah, that should probably be on here too. No Arbor Day. Okay, look. Best of the best. I'm going to go Christmas best of the best. And then the reason is you got food, you got sports. I wonder if I could zoom out here too. There we go. You got food, you got sports, and you have, is Easter not on here? It sure as shit ain't. I know. Let me see if I can find a logo for Easter. I didn't make these, by the way. This was all here. I just need to find a quick little image. Here we go. Save image. Downloads. Thank you, iStock. Easter JPEG. Choose a file. Easter. Upload. Uh-oh. How come it's not uploading? Oh, there it is. Okay. Yeah, so Christmas best of the best. You've got food, you got drink, you got presents, you got sports. It's got everything. All right. So I'm gonna go with that for sure. Black Friday's not a holiday. That should be removed. Father's Day is the worst. If you don't believe me, just watch Ali Sadiq's bit on Father's Day. It's a whack-ass holiday. It's the stupidest holiday. Mother's Day is too. I mean, those are two of the dumbest holidays ever. St. Patrick's Day is meh. It's stupid. Easter, also meh. New Year's, for me, it'll do. It's kind of a lot of much ado about nothing. I'm gonna go Thanksgiving is really good because you get food and you get football and you just don't get presents. Thanksgiving is just Christmas without presents. That's all it is. Oh, there's the whole religious thing, but it's, Valentine's Day is just, I gotta tread lightly here. I'm gonna go meh. 4th of July is the worst. Halloween is the worst. Easter was here. Oh shit, I missed Easter. It was already on here. Okay. What else am I missing? What else should be on here? But they are not even holidays. Well, they're kind of. Oh, Easter's on there. Yeah, I missed it. My bad. Yeah, my bad. Where's the 420 graphic? Oh, that's a good one, Walt. If they don't have Super Bowl Sunday as a holiday, the list is invalid. Yes. Oh, that's a good one too. Memorial Day. Yeah, that's a good one. Save image. Good one. Because that is a holiday. And then Labor Day. Also a good one. Save image. Labor Day. And the problem with those two, let's see here. Choose a file. Labor Day. Choose a file. Memorial Day. Memorial Day, I'm going to go really good because obviously it honors all the people that have fought for our freedoms. And I mean, you don't get presents, although freedom is a present. You don't really get to drink, though. Nobody should be getting drunk on Memorial Day. You do get to barbecue. There's not a lot of sports, but there is freedom. So that's the trade-off. But I can't make it the best of the best for that reason. Labor Day is just kind of stupid, but it'll do because you get off work. Now you can drink, but there's not a lot of sports, but you are off work. So it's going to sit in the middle. There you go. Okay. So there's my power rankings. If I don't get the day off with pay, it's meh. Okay. Yeah. Super Bowl, it's on a Monday though. Yeah. Super Bowl Sunday, not an official holiday. I mean, I know some of these probably aren't, but there you go. So you got, oh, look, it's a nice little stair step. Best of the best Christmas, really good. Thanksgiving and Memorial Day. It'll do New Year's and Labor Day. Meh is St. Patrick's Day, Easter, and Valentine's Day. And then the worst is Father's Day, Mother's Day, 4th of July, and Halloween. There's my rankings. I'll put Hanukkah. I mean, I don't know. I don't want to get outside of my jurisdiction. I don't want to get outside of my jurisdiction. Captain Pope said the 4th shouldn't be the worst. Are there sports on the 4th? No, that's the dead time for sports. That's the dead time for sports. There's literally no sports on. This is Captain Pope's argument. Definitely a baseball game. No, that's the dead time. That's the dead time. Yeah, see, it's hot dog eating. That's the dead time. That's the All-Star break. See? It's the dead time. Captain Pope's argument for the 4th is drink and party by a pool and listen to Toby Keith songs. You can do all of that outside of the 4th. You don't need the 4th to do that. Huh? All you get is a hot dog eating contest on the 4th. And the problem if you'll notice, and really and truly, I'd like to move this down. I think, in fact, I am. I'm going to move that down. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to move that down. I think I'm going to move that up. I think I'm going to move up Valentine's. Yeah, I think I'll move up Valentine's. Because sex. Okay? Yeah. So I'm going to move up Valentine's because sex. But I'm going to move down New Year's to the bottom. And here's why. For the same reason 4th of July is down. Fireworks. Fuck fireworks as a staff, record label, and as a crew. Okay? If your holiday involves fireworks, it can suck it. It's a trash ass holiday. Period. End of story. Oh shit. Captain Pope said Stros play at Dodgers in 2025 on the 4th. What? What? Mark said the 4th is the worst. Let's celebrate our country, but blowing up tiny parts of it while terrifying our pets. Using fireworks made in China. That's the best part. Let's celebrate with a bunch of stuff made in China by one of our fiercest enemies who have tried to hack us. Peep the schedule. Definitely baseball games. But in the past, it hasn't been, I don't believe. It's usually the dead time. I could have sworn. You're right, I'm sure. But I swear to you. I swear to you. Let's see, what was there games this past 4th of July? Sure the fuck was. I stand corrected. Baseball. My bad. I stand corrected. Yeah, I don't know why I thought that was the slow time, like all-star break. June 30th, July 1st, July 2nd, July 3rd, and July 4th. Yep, July 5th. Okay. I don't know why I thought for some reason July 4th had no baseball or no sports on it for some reason. That's weird. I stand corrected. Well done. Well done, Captain Pope. Well done indeed. I don't know why I didn't think there was any sports on. I sure didn't, though. Yeah, there's a whole slew of games. Fuck, a whole slew of games. Where was I? Where was I? Drunk. Oh, you know what? I think that's the day I did the 999 challenge, too. 9 beers, 9 hot dogs, and 9 innings. I think I did that on the 4th of July. Wearing American flag shorts, American flag underwear, and American flag shirt, no less. What am I doing? I've just lost it. This is old people shit right here. Captain Pope said, I think it deserves to be bumped up a tier. I'm still not bumping it up because fireworks. Fuck fireworks. As a staff record label and as a crew. Okay? You're just not getting it bumped up for me. And the reason why Halloween is at the bottom, kids. Fuck them kids. And that's why Father's Day and Mother's Day is there. Because when you combine those two, guess what they equal? Kids. They make kids. Yeah. So, 1 plus 2 equals 3. Father's Day and Mother's Day produces these little shits that run around on Halloween. Don't like that. Fireworks and fireworks. And that's why the whole bottom row can suck it. The meh holidays, St. Patrick's Day is just white people Cinco de Mayo. We all know that. And Easter is really a kid's holiday, but you do get some delicious treats. And you can't put a Jesus holiday at the bottom. That's just not allowed. So I had to leave it at meh. It'll do. Labor Day is a day off. Valentine's Day is sex day. So I'm gonna at least leave that there. And Donna had a point where she said, look, what about us single people? You can still have sex on Valentine's Day. Ain't nobody stopping you. Ain't nobody stopping you from having sex on Valentine's Day, Donna. Oh, looks like we're at Nick's place for the show. On Thursday. Huh. That's interesting. Okie dokie. On Thursday. Oh, yeah. March 14th also. That's not on the list, but that would definitely be best of the best. Steak and BJ Day? Or as we call it at my house, Steak Day. All right. All right. I stand by my list. If you don't like the list, make your own. Nerds, I don't give a shit. This is my list. There are many like it, but this one is mine. Steven Weather Guy said no Hanukkah, 8 days. Hanukkah's on here, Steven. I just didn't want to, I can't go out and start rating shit that isn't mine. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not Jewish, so I can't speak on it. I can't rate Kwanzaa. I can't rate Hanukkah. I can't do that. I'm here, Uzi. Thanks for your apology. What? Nick sent me a thing for Thursday. Thought it was spam. Oh, no. I'll send Donna a gigolo for Valentine's Day. Amos is sending Donna a gigolo. Nice. Oh, Lord. Cece has a 6:30 a.m. flight on Friday. Ooh, Lord Jesus. Ooh, Fat Tuesday. No, that wouldn't be bad. What up, Skiggity? Skiggity said, if you can't find fun on the 4th and Halloween, you are lame. Halloween's lame as fuck. Fuck Halloween and fuck the 4th of July. They're both lame. They're lame. Listen, I stand by what I said. And like I said, if you don't like it, suck it, nerds. All right. You asked me to rate it. I rated it. Okay. I did what I did. I said what I said. We got a lot of shit to do. What? There was 2 non-sports things I wanted to get to. Put it in reverse, Terry. Real quick. Shit. Oh, yeah, this video. Did y'all see this? No, we got to get into some sports. Come on, let's do some headlines and roll. Come on! Oh, that's weird. That was weird that the score stayed on there the whole time. All right, here's the sports headlines for the day. Bad news, double bad news coming out of that Texans Colts game. Double bad news. Bad news for Anthony Richardson. He's been benched. And the Colts are turning to Joseph Flacco. Skinny Joe is taking over.
Heck yeah!
Heck yeah, he is. It's Skinny Joe's turn. Why aren't my... Very interesting. Very interesting. I wonder. Sorry, Diggs. You'll get a ring, buddy. Man. Yeah, we'll get to that. I wonder why the... Oh, shit. Alerts never firing the fuck off. God damn it. Still. 66. Yeah, it's bad news for Anthony Richardson, right? He did not look good in the game. He looked like trash. In fact, in my notes, let me see. I made a note. As you guys know, when I watch the games, I usually make notes. Let's see. Here's my note. Richardson is trash. End of notes. So there you go. Oh, Jeff Bell said we talk about this. The word is thin. Sorry, not skinny. Thin. Thin Joe. Flacco. Flacco. So he got benched. He gone. And they talked a little bit about it on the broadcast about should they bench him at halftime. They talked about it during the halftime show. Is that a thing that they should consider? You're still in it. Look, this was a pivotal game for the Colts. If you really think about it, this was a very, very important game for the Colts. The Texans were 5-2. The Colts were 4-3. Okay. if the Colts win that game, they're tied with the Texans for the division lead, and they're tied 1-1 heads up. So the tiebreaker then becomes next level shit. But now they're 0-2, so the Texans have the tiebreaker, and now the Texans are 6-2 and the Colts are 4-4. They're fighting an uphill battle. Basically, folks, the division race is done. I mean, it would take a monumental collapse now for the Colts to overtake the Texans in the division. The Texans sit at 6-2. The Colts sit at 4-4. That's a big gap because you also have to overcome the tiebreak. So you have to not just catch them, you got to pass them. That's very difficult to do now with essentially about half the season gone. We are 8 games in with 9 to go. So that's going to be tough for that to take place now. That was a really, really important game for the Colts. And I'm kind of surprised that Flacco didn't come out and play that second half. Why wasn't that move made sooner? And it was like, well, we can do it. We can do it. Can you? Can you? And to see Richardson kind of being somewhat nonchalant on the sidelines was a little, I mean, I get it. I want my quarterback to be relaxed. I want him to, to be comfortable, but damn, bro, have a little bit of urgency. Have a little bit of pep in your step, because he was just kind of like, eh. And this was in the second half in the drive when he fumbled, when Jonathan Taylor ran into him, and it was like, like what? Or no, it's not when Jonathan Taylor ran into him. What was it? It was some kind of fumble or some shit, and he was just like, well, shit happens. That was just a freak thing. Like, nah, bro. We need some action and energy from you, man. So, not good. Not good at all. Hey, what up, Sensei Bullrog? Mods, can we get a shout out for Sensei, please? Can I get a shout out for Sensei Bullrog in the chat? And chat, do me a favor, man. Do me a favor. Sensei Bullrog is a good egg. If you're not following him, can y'all please go give that man a follow? He does fantastic work here on Twitch. Always shows the show and the channel and myself a bunch of love when he's streaming, even when we're not on the air. So please give that man a follow and show him some love when he's online and you're not watching your boy, because he does good work and I appreciate him. Mr. Bullrog, thank you, sir. He said Richardson is definitely hot garbage. He has a receiver that basically has glue for hands and Pittman and still can't hit him. It's facts. It's facts. And you know what it reminds me of a little bit, and I always go back to this as a prime example of a receiver making a quarterback look better than he probably is Mike Evans and Johnny Manziel back at A&M. We see whose career panned out in the NFL and whose didn't, right? I mean, we see who won the Heisman Trophy and who didn't, but then we see who went on to have the multi-million-dollar career and who didn't. It was obvious, man. If you watched it as much as I watched it, Mike Evans bailed Johnny Manziel out all the time. And that's kind of what has happened with Anthony Richardson, is a lot of this shit was just throw and go. I'll throw it up, you go get it. I'll throw it up, you go get it. And man, it's just not good. If you take away the chunk plays, just the chunk plays, Richardson is ass. Just ass. And that's just like, so basically what that means is if you just take away him getting lucky enough to have his receiver burn a corner every once in a while, and then him just being able to connect on a deep ball, which, by the way, he's not consistently doing that either, then he's really trash otherwise, decision making and everything else. So just dude's not good right now. And at first I thought, he's not terrible, but he's shaping up to be not good at all. And if we If we pull up the stats for the season. Okay, why are you? I hate this damn. If we go to stats, let's see. Where does he rank? Shit. He is 29th in yards. He's played in 6 games, but he's 29th in yards with 958. He has 7. He's completed 7. He's averaging 7.2 yards per completion. Or per attempt, I should say. Yards per game, he's averaging 159. Bro, that is terrible. 159 is that's worse than Deshaun Watson. That's worse than Justin Fields, Mason Rudolph, Spencer Rattler, Bo Nix, Gardner Minshew. I mean, we're talking terrible. Like, Jesus, that's bad. The only ones worse right now were Drake May, Will Levis, Jacoby Brissett. I mean, it's not good. He's got 4 touchdowns, 7 interceptions on the year. On the year of the world, Craig. Been sacked 9 times. And that's the only thing is he's a big dude. And the problem is he's not even durable. He's a big Mr. Glass, you know? I don't know, man. I feel bad for the dude, but he's going to have to get his shit together. He's going to have some time to learn behind Joe Flacco. Because old Skinny Joe's coming in, and they got their work cut out for them. We'll find out. Bad news for you, Texas fans. Big bad news for you. The worst has been confirmed. It ain't pretty. Texans have lost Stephon Diggs for the season. Torn ACL, non-contact injury, just making a cut. Just out there making a cut. And you saw him, if you watch the game, he just was running an in route or an over route and just went out, took a left and started hobbling, went down in a heap. And everybody's thought was, oh shit. And sure enough, that was it. And not to make matters worse, but that might be the last time Texans fans ever see Stephon Diggs in a Texans uniform. Because remember, he was on a 1-year deal. He was on a 1-year deal. They restructured his contract. So that was it. That very well could have been the last play and the last time we see Stephon Diggs on the field as a Texan. That sucks. I really ended up liking Diggs. I did. I ended up liking him. I ended up liking his attitude. I ended up liking, his I ended up liking him, man. He was not the focal point of this offense. He has not been the focal point of this offense. If you look, even when Nico Collins went down, what happened is this team went ultra heavy run. Instead of we're going to go double Stephon now. We're going to go double, leaning on Stephon Diggs. No, this team went, let's really lean on Joe Mixon and we'll mix in some pass. Mixon. But you never heard him complain. You never heard him bitching and moaning. I liked him. I liked him a lot. And the problem is, and yeah, somebody in the chat, a couple folks are saying it, he's going to be older. A receiver coming off of an ACL injury is scary. Now, look, modern medicine has changed the game in that somewhat, so that's good. But, you know, you start thinking about the draft, and you're going to have to develop Nico Collins at some point. He's going to have to be the 2. And by the way, everybody that hopped off the Nico Collins bandwagon, I need to go pull up the tweets of everybody that was saying he's done, he's washed, he's over. All he did was catch a touchdown pass. That's it. No big deal. I don't know what his stat line was. I have to go look it up. But yeah, everyone was more than willing to write off Tank Dell immediately. And I'm like, bro just had a really shitty game. Like, aren't we allowed to have a bad day at the office? I mean, everybody's going to have bad games and bad days, and he certainly had that, and he's certainly allowed to do that. And don't get me wrong, it was awful. I'm not ready to give up on Tank Dell. I mean, he had 2 carries for 19 yards. Oh, no, wait, this is the wrong one. This is the first Colts game. What are we doing here? Laminate, get your shit together. Here we go. 23-20 box score. There we go. He had 4 catches for 35 yards and a touchdown. He averaged 8.8 yards per catch. It's not great. He was targeted 4 times. He caught all 4 targets. I mean, they only went to him 4 times. They targeted Stephon Diggs 9 times, Dalton Schultz 6 times. Joe Mixon was targeted 6 times in the passing game. So I think what you're going to see next week, boy, you're down to Tank Dell is your number 1 receiver. Probably a steady dose of Tank Dell, Dalton Schultz, John Mechie, Robert Woods. I mean, this is damn. The good news is you've got a hell of a running game, and you only have to go 1 more week minimum without Nico Collins. Now, the question is he going to be healthy enough to come back? Because just because he went to the IR and it's a minimum of 4 weeks doesn't mean he's going to be ready to return. He just has to be gone for a minimum of 4 weeks. So let's hope that he can return next week. That would be after next week, I should say. That would be ideal. But it sucks because it's Thursday Night Football. It's against the Jets. And so you've got short rest and you're down a person. Now they're going to have to go out and, I don't know, get somebody off the practice squad or off the street. And I don't even know who's out there anymore. It's just, at this point, I really don't think they need to make a move. Their depth at receiver is actually pretty decent. Mechie hasn't really done much, but he just got pushed so far down with all the moves that they made and the emergence of Nico Collins and getting Stephon Diggs that maybe Mechie becomes that, number 3 guy. But Woods is a guy who can take over as a 2 if you think that Tank Dell's going to be your 1. Honestly, though, I think that this team really, because it's kind of a bastardized West Coast offense, what I think you're going to start to see is a lot of 2 tight end sets. They're really going to lean on Dalton Schultz. He's going to be a more important target in this offense with Tank Dell, but Robert Woods is going to have to step up big time. You're on deck, Robert. I think you're going to see that more, but I don't think this is like doomsday for the Texans because they won that game. And that's the most important thing. Now, long-term success, Super Bowl aspirations, Would it have been great to have Nico Collins and Stephon Diggs and Tank Dell for the remainder of the season? Absolutely. Can this Texans team still get to an AFC title game with Nico Collins and Tank Dell, but no Stephon Diggs? Absolutely. Yes. And do you want to know why I think that? Because this team's defense is so fucking good. This team's defense is ridiculously good and deep. This team is deep. If this team can just figure out how to block, it doesn't matter. Like Nico Collins and Tank Dell and whoever is their third receiver is enough. Nico Collins and Tank Dell and Dalton Schultz and, Woods and / Mechie, that's enough. With Joe Mixon as their RB1, that's plenty of weapons on offense. As long as they fix whatever's going on that O-line. Kenyon Green is fucking trash. Was so upset when old buddy got hurt. After they bring him in, what was his name? Carpenter? What was his name? They brought him in? Patterson? Yeah. They bring in, wasn't it Patterson? And then he gets hurt. I was like, God, are you shitting me? Yeah, it was Jarrett Patterson. They bring him in and he gets hurt. And then it's back to Kenyon Green. It's like, good Lord. They got to fix that. But Kenyon Green was a turnstile and has been for a couple of weeks now. They figured that out. If they can figure that out, if they can just figure out the protection issues, I'm not worried about it. And the reason I'm not worried about it is this defense is so good. This defense has bailed this team out time and time again. Danielle Hunter and Will Anderson Jr. are nasty. And the secondary is good and going to get better as they get healthier. They've got guys who will be coming back. They added more depth with White, which I liked. He actually contributed, almost had a sack. Just missed a sack. Just because Richardson is just so big and shook him off. But that was a great pickup this past week. So now they're even deeper at that position, which means they can rotate guys and stay fresh long term. So down the stretch, this defense is even better now because they can rotate guys in and really not lose anything when they do that. Guys are going to be healthier and more rested in game. So this team, as good as we thought they were going to be offensively, this defense is probably going to be the best part of this team down the stretch. And I'm okay with that. This team is going to be a run-first, defensive-oriented football team. And those are the teams that win championships. So I'm fine with it. It's not the sexiest football, but it's the most tried and true when it comes to really winning championships. So fine by me. Fine by me. By the way, Sensei Borab, if I missed it, sir, thank you for resubscribing for 20 months, my friend. Much appreciated, buddy. So there's my little Texan spiel. All right, I didn't have the chat up. I didn't want to get distracted, and now I'll go back and see what you guys had to say. I apologize, but I had to get it all out of the way before I looked and saw it. I didn't want to. I have to just minimize it or not show it. But I wanted to get all of that, get all my thoughts out of the way, because if I look at you guys, I get distracted and I'm like, oh, they're saying, what are they saying? So I'm sorry. I didn't have the chat up. I just had to get all of my thoughts out first. By the way, can we just give props to D'Amico Ryans and the coaching staff on that Hail Mary that was not. Because you saw what a Hail Mary can do. Right, Mark G? Where's Mark G at? We saw what a Hail Mary can do. And who was old boy on Chicago? 29. Oof. Does he still have a job? Is he still employed? Did y'all see the video? Walt sent it. A couple people sent it to me. Walt sent it to me first. What's the old boy's name? I gotta go pull up the depth chart. Dude, he was talking mad shit. Oh, Tyreek. Oh, how the hell you say it? Stevenson? Tyreek Stevenson? Oh boy. Tyreek Stevenson was talking shit. Rumor has it he's still talking shit to the crowd. He was talking all that shit, and then the play starts, and then he runs over, and he's the reason they lose. Yikes. Oops. That sucks. No, not anymore, Walt. No, I've been converted. You probably missed it. I just got through saying it first. I thought he was all right, but now, no, he's ass. It's just, you can't, no, he's ass. At first, I was like, okay, give him some time. He looks like he's got some skills. He don't have no skills. He's ass. He's definitely ass. Holy shit, that's a hilarious take, Sensei Borog. He said if he just stood still and kept talking shit, they probably win that game, right? If he just stays over there and doesn't get involved, they win. That's hilarious. Mark said, look, you can blame him for being stupid, but they had no tall position players back to knock the ball down. Yeah, that too. But how do you, the whole thing on a Hail Mary, you got to remember too, if you're the defense, you never, ever let anyone get behind you on a Hail Mary. Ever. And that's why there's always got to be somebody that is literally the safety. In other words, hey, you're the safety on Hail Marys, so you're always the deepest, furthest back, no matter what. And, holy shit, they had a QB spy on a Hail Mary? Oh, my God. But that way, when all the other guys are in there trying to tip it and knock it down or whatever, you can at least, be defending whoever it might go to. Get a hand in their face, whatever. But you just don't get everybody bunched up so that if the ball gets tipped backwards, they have a chance to catch it cleanly. You just can't do that. You can't let the offense be the deepest team on the field. That's just a fundamental no-no. Just a fundamental no-no. And they tried to bat the ball down, but you got to understand when you're swatting it, sometimes it ricochets. It's not it's an oblong shape. It's going to take funny bounces. But that's why you have the safety valve of never let the offense get behind you. It's stupid. I really love what D'Amico Ryans did. I'll be honest. I've never seen anybody overload the offensive line on a Hail Mary. I'm 50 years old. I've been watching football as long as I can remember. I remember before my parents got divorced. My parents got divorced when I was 6 years old. I've been watching football since before then. Because I remember being at my house where my parents still were married in Tower Oaks Plaza, sitting on the floor watching the Oiler games. Because I still remember the Mike Renfro catch, no catch in the back of the end zone versus the Steelers, which was 79. And I was born in 74. So that was at least 5 years old. So that's how I've been watching football for at least 45 years. At least. I can honestly say it. And if I did it, I don't remember it. But I've never seen a team overload the line like that. I've never seen them overload the line, and it worked. And if you think about it, it really is smart. It really is genius, because it was like, well, now all of a sudden you've created a matchup problem for the O-line to block, because you basically had 3-on-3, and then I think you ended up with a fourth over there, if I'm not mistaken, because they actually, not running like an actual TE stump, but they actually ended up kind of running a twist almost, where they brought a fourth guy around through the three that were overloaded over there, which he kind of ran free. It was wild. Beautiful. Beautiful. Loved it. Shut up, Tony. Tony said you've been watching football for 6 decades. Shut up, Mark. Damn, you is old. Both of you can jump up my butt and fight for air. Most people have a spy to affect the pocket, not looking for QBs to run. Seems weird. I think what it really depends on, Total Dallas, is how close do you keep that spy to the line. That's what I would have to see. Walt Walker said number 29's responsibility on the play was to attack the furthest back receiver as soon as the ball was touched. And where was he? He was up front in the middle of the pack, swatting the ball, which went backwards to the furthest receiver. Not attacking the furthest receiver back as soon as the ball was touched. Because see, here's the thing, guys. What you have to remember, and this was to my point, which Walt is making. Once the ball is tipped, there is no pass interference. So that's why you always have a defender the furthest back. As soon as the ball is tipped, you tackle that motherfucker. So I don't remember who caught it, but what the Bears should have done is as soon as he tipped, you just tackle the motherfucker. Boom! There's no pass interference. On a tipped ball, there is no pass interference. Now, you can't tackle him if he's the one that's going to catch the ball. But as soon as 29 tips it, somebody else should have just fucking straight up tackled old boy in the game. Oh, you can't tackle him. That's pass interference. No, it's not. Not if it's tipped first. A tipped ball, there cannot be pass interference on a tipped ball. And that's why, that's to Walt's point, and that's what I was saying. That's why you always have somebody the furthest back, because as soon as someone tips it, whoever's in front of you, you fucking tackle him. He failed to do that. They failed to do that, and they lost. And also, just for the record, that's how you know that it's Jaden Daniels' year. There's just a magic and an aura and something special. Texans great Noah Brown. Yeah, that's right. That's who's called it. That's how you know there's something special and a special season working for Jaden Daniels, because those type of things happen when it's your year. Those type of things happen. This is some shit that would have happened last year for CJ Stroud. Those are the type of things that went the Texans' way last year. Those are the type of things that went his way last year. It just does. That's how you know it's your year. That's just it. Sorry, everyone in that division, but that's probably just going to keep happening. It's their time to shine, man. It's just his year. By the way, speaking of that, I wanted to point something out. I got a little perturbed by this. Not really perturbed, but I just felt like I had to say this because I have been saying this all season. It's coming back to the Texans for a brief moment. And if you follow me on Twitter, you know where I'm headed with this. I've been saying this for a moment. Lance Zierlein. Tweeted out. Y'all know Lance. Lance is a trusted media member, trusted football savant. But something I've been saying, hey, Jen. What up, Jennifer? Good to see you, girl. I'm well. How are you? Doing really good. Yo, what up, Mines? Oh my God, Raptors, did I come at the right time? Fuck, I missed it. What up, Mines? Good to see you, buddy. I just want to point out, I've been saying this all year and I catch flack for it. I think I even caught flack from Joel for saying this, but when Lance Zierlein says it, oh, everybody listens. When I say it, I'm a dumbass. I'm a moron. I don't know what I'm talking about. But Lance said CJ's ball placement just isn't the same so far this year. Off by just a little bit, but it's noticeable. I've been saying all year that CJ is off. He doesn't look the same as he did last year. He's not as accurate. And I said this a few weeks ago when I did radio with Joel, and he was like, nah, I don't see it. Look at his numbers. I'm telling you, he's not the same CJ we saw last year. It's different. And this is before the protection problems. Because somebody asked, is it because he doesn't trust the protection? Lance said in all likelihood, that's it. I disagree. It's been like this for a while now. So, just so we're clear, y'all know if you watched this show since the season started, I've been saying this since week 1. CJ and this offense don't look the same. Been saying it. But when I say it, either you just, you don't know what you're talking about. You don't study film. No, bitch, but I have eyes. Mines, let's talk about your Raptors for 1 second, buddy. Come on, man. Let's talk about it. Jennifer, it's good to see you, sweetie. How you been? Long time no see. By the way, for those of you that don't know, that's not Jen, boss lady Jen. Wrong Jen, if that's who you're thinking. Mines have the moving trucks arrived. Be nice to Mines. Where are the Raptors standing at right now? Let's see the standings. Toronto is 1-3. What? What are we going to talk about the Raptors for, Mines? They're 1-3. What are we going to pump them up for? Who are they beating? What are we pumping them up for? What could have the... If we're going to talk about anything, we're going to talk about that badass statue that the Heat put out for Dwayne Wade. Did you see that beauty? Did you... Man, that bad boy. Let's talk about, first of all, basketball news. Rudy Gay announced that he's retiring after 17 NBA seasons. That sucks. Rudy Gay should have been a Rocket for ever, but nope. He was drafted and then traded a few weeks later to the Grizzlies. I think they brought him back though, didn't they? Or I don't believe they did. Let me see. Oh gosh, where's it? Rudy Gay. No, didn't he play here? Who am I thinking of? Did he ever play with the Rockets? I want to say no, he never did. Who am I thinking of that was drafted, never played, and then came back and played after all? I don't know. I'm thinking of somebody. No, he never did play. He was drafted first round, 8th overall, 2006 by the Houston Rockets. was traded to the Grizzlies. Who did they trade him for? I forget now. Oh, Jesus. Gay was selected 8th overall in the 2006 NBA draft by the Rockets, who then traded him and Stromile Swift to the Memphis Grizzlies in exchange for Shane Battier on July 12th. Gay immediately signed his rookie scale contract with the Grizzlies, averaged 10 points, 4.5 rebounds, 27 minutes in 78 games. Earned NBA Rookie of the Month honors. Finished third in the balloting behind Brandon Roy and runner-up Andre Bargnani. I couldn't have told you that. I knew Brandon Roy, but not Andre Bargnani. But he went on to have a great career. Did Rudy Gay. Good dude. Good player. Good player. So yeah, Rudy Gay has retired, and Dwayne Wade has defended his statue. Tons of jokes out there about the statue itself. And quite frankly, it's rude and it hurts. And I don't know why so many people are being so bad and mean about it. I mean, it looks just like him. I present to you Exhibit A. Oh. Tell me that don't look like Dwayne Wade. I mean, let's see. Dwayne Wade statue close up. Let's see. There's got to be a. Oh shit. Oh shit. Tell me that don't. Oh shit. That looks like the dad on Good Times more than it does Dwayne Wade, right? That bro, that don't look like Dwayne Wade at all. John Dorier said, "Who that?" Yeah, that don't look like Dwayne Wade at all, man. What were they thinking there? Man. Sensei Bulrock says, "Is that Bill Goldberg?" No, you know who that looks like? Oh, God, I can't think of the actor's name. I'm trying to think. Walt said, thank you, Walt. Walt agreed with me. He said, you get no argument from me. I think CJ's foot mechanics are off. Lawrence Fishburne, no. Somebody says he looks like the evil dude in Jim Carrey movie, The Mask. That's funny. You'd think they'd have enough money to find some better artists, Jennifer said. No shit, right? How much did they pay this dude? Who made this? Did this dude just get like trapped in the same shit Han Solo did? Like, this is terrible. Honestly, I don't see it either. That's the look of Total Dallas celebrating a Rangers spring training win. Is that Debo? No, there's a black actor I'm thinking of. God, y'all will know him when oh man. Total Dallas said D-Wade statue looks like AI run amok. Oh God. Timu artist. It's not Debo. Oh God. Oh, I don't know this dude's name. He's a black actor with he's just got a black mustache. He always plays here's a good side by side. Oh, well, let's zoom out here. Oh, yeah, that's a good side-by-side right there. That is sadly not close. Look at that. That's not even close. God, I can't think of his name. Fuck. He's always plays a bad guy in movies. No, not Cuba Gooding Jr., Lando and Carbonite. Oh man, I can't think of his name now. Let's see. Black bad guy in movies. That narrows it down a lot. No. Here are the most unforgettable black movie villains. Oh, this might help. Oh, this should be a fun exercise. Oh, nope, not Candyman, but it could pass. Damn, Precious was a villain? I didn't know Precious was a villain. Damn, it kind of does look a little bit like Show Enough from... No, okay. No. Damn, a lot of these are just Samuel L. Jackson's characters. What the fuck is this dude's name, man? Oh, it's going to drive me crazy now. Can anyone mention movies where a black actress? No, shit. Best black villains of all time. Most unforgettable black villains. Oh, fuck. Man, 12 scariest black horror. No, gosh, darn it. Black actors who always play the villain. Oh, maybe this will be. No, that's not. Shit. I'm trying to find it. No, this is all TikTok shit. Oh, this is going to drive me insane, you guys. Absolutely insane. And I'm not going to be able to find it. Nope. Can't find it. No. Okay. Fuck shit. Well, I tried. If I remember it or if I see him, I will bring this back up because I swear it looks just like him. And I can see his face in my head. No, not Clarence. No, they don't all look alike. Total Dallas, shut up. Rashid White? No. Okay, I don't even know why I looked that up. Why did I just look that up? That was ridiculous. I thought that was maybe an actual actor. No, not Wesley Snipes Behannon. I know who that is. Michael Jai White, no. Blair Underwood, no. Clarence is funny. No, not Zeus. He's oh God, sometimes he has a mustache. Man, I can see his face. I'll figure it out. That's gonna haunt me all goddamn day. But it looks just like it. I'm saving this. I'm saving this photo. I'm saving it. Because both of these look exactly. All three of these look like him. I'm saving all of them. But that's pretty tragic that they did D Wade like that. Pretty tragic. So, all right. We've got some fantasy to get to. Because, boys, some of y'all got. Real quick, before we get to fantasy, I do have a bone to pick. We can talk NFL. We could do, here's your NFL scoreboard for the week. Let's just get to that real quick. Surprisingly, Rams beat the Vikings. Was not expecting that. By the way, Lemonade 5000 didn't have a good go of it this week. Not a good go. I'll figure it out. Yeah, we'll do it next week. I don't want to waste time on it. I think it went 8-7, 9-7, and I did worse than that. Not good. Really bad week on the gambling front. Really bad week. So, and then because I want to get to some World Series as well. That's why I say we got a lot to get to. But here's your scores real quick. They've been scrolling at the bottom. Surprisingly, Rams beat the Vikings. Amazing what Cooper Kupp and Puka Nacua can do for an offense, right? So much for that vaunted Vikings defense as well. Rams really flipped the script on that. But amazing what Matthew Stafford can do with a good offense. So watch out now. Rams might make things interesting down the stretch. I kind of wanted to see. Let me pull up the standings too. I wish I had those split screened. That would be good. Rams right now sitting at 3-4. Who would have thunk it? The NFC West, they're just one game back. Arizona, San Francisco, Seattle, all 4-4. The Rams have just kind of hung around without Kupp and without Puka Nacua, but now both are back. And watch out. Of course, if Christian McCaffrey ever comes back and San Francisco ever gets healthy, that could change things too. But Rams have won 2 in a row. Of course, so is Arizona, but 3-4, and they're healthy, getting healthy. So there you go. There's the Texans-Colts win. Texans win 23-20, but lose Stephon Diggs for the season. Eagles destroy the Bengals 37-17. Huge offensive output all of a sudden for Philly. They've won 3 in a row, sitting at 5-2. But yet, half game back of Washington in that division, who have won 2 in a row. Browns beat the Ravens. What? Jameis Winston comes in and not only does he pick up a dub and beat one of the hottest teams in the NFL right now, he has a fantastical pregame speech, and I forgot to download it. I'm going to get it for you real quick. I don't know if you saw it, but by God, you've got to see it. Well, give me 1 second. Let's see. Hold on. Let me get it for you real quick. It's a must watch. I think we talked about this last week. Like, didn't somebody say the best thing about him getting a job is we get more pregame speeches from him? We talked about that. And it is the best part. Because, here, you know what? Just paste. Just stay there. Just leave it in the downloads. All right, here we go. Here is Jameis Winston. Go, boy. Oh, boy. Nope. Here's Jameis Winston's pregame speech before they went out and beat the Ravens. Oh, shit. Let me make sure I don't need my audio here. Okay, ready? Watch this.
Tua's getting blasted for refusing to wear Guardian cap when he comes back.
And with those opportunities, we have to make the most of it.
My bad. Let's start this again.
Opportunities come once in a lifetime. And with those opportunities, we have to make the most of it. Every one of us have an individual responsibility to go out there and fight for each other. Represent the names on your back, represents the names that's on your helmet. Well, we don't got no decal. So represent the Browns. All right, one play at a time. All right, together. All right, here we go. 7-on-3. 1, 2, 3, let's get it.
You gotta love it. Oh my God, you gotta love it. He's like, individually, we have a responsibility. Represent the names that's on your. What did he say? Represent the names. What? He said,
and fight for each other.
Represent
the names on your back.
Represent the names on your back. That's your last name.
Represents the names that's on your helmet.
Represents the names that's on your helmet.
Well, we don't got no decal.
Well, we ain't got no decals.
So represent the Browns. All right.
Oh, Jameis never change, bro. Never change. God bless him. You gotta love him. You gotta love him. How do you not love him? Oh my God. How do you not love that man? We have a responsibility to represent the names on our helmets. Oh, we ain't got no decals. Oh, shit. You just, God, mwah. Love you, Jameis. Never change, buddy. So fantastic. But it worked. It rallied the troops, and they went out and beat the Ravens 29-24. You know, Look, man, what was his numbers in this game? Lamar was 23 of 38, 289 yards, and two touchdowns. Jameis Winston goes 27 of 41, 334 yards, 3 titties, no inties. What? Now, next week, he'll go 18 of 30, 190 yards, 1 titty, 2 inties. Watch. And they'll lose. That's just Jameis giveth and Jameis taketh away. That's just what he does. It's what he does. That's what he does. That's what he's done his whole career. But he'll come out and he'll do this, and everyone will be like, holy shit, here we go. And then he'll go out and shit the bed. But for a day, there it was. There it was. And if you're a David Njoku fan, fantasy owner, you got to be happy about that. So, keep it rolling with the scores. Hello, where'd it go? Boy, poor Titans. Yeah, somebody said Titan Hugo. Where's he at? That speech only works at the Browns. Lions beat the Titans 52-14. Good Lord, man. Good Lord, man. Who was quarterbacking for the Mason Rudolph? Shit. Well, at least that helped. God bless, man. That's just bad. Cardinals beat the Dolphins 28-27, so the return of Tua doesn't. Yeah, watch out for the Lions is right, Donna. They are rolling. Goff only threw for 84 yards. Isn't that amazing? Isn't that amazing? I guess the Browns really didn't like playing with Watson. You think? You think? Njoku's a monster, but everyone else? Yeah, they had 80 yards rushing, but yeah, I would have thought Jerry Jeudy would have had a better game since they bull rug. Honestly. Oh, me too, Donna. Love me some aggro Dan Campbell. I'm ready to bite some kneecaps off. Patriots beat the Jets. I don't know what to tell you, Aaron. At this point, you're out of excuses, really. I mean, at this point, what else? What other excuses can you make? Now you've got Ramondre Stevens with a touchdown run with 22 seconds left to beat the Jets at home. Aaron is Judy is garbage. Well, I mean, he was the 2, and then you ship Amari Cooper out. So Jerry Jeudy was supposed to take over and be the 1. But I don't know. Aaron Rodgers goes 17-28 for 233 yards and 2 touchdowns. What's the excuse? I mean, they had 112 yards of rushing, but Devontae Adams was targeted 6 times. I don't know I don't know. I mean, what do we attribute this to this time? What excuse does Aaron Rodgers have? What excuse do the Jets have? But they are very quickly losing it. You have done everything and you're almost done. I mean, you're almost out of it for good. It is, like I said, we're halfway through the season. They're 2-6. They're fortunate in that everybody else in that division sucks except Buffalo. But the problem is you're kind of almost out of a wild card, honestly, at this point. I mean, let's see. What is it? 4-3. You might be able, but you're going to have to really get your shit together like now. Like, this is it. You're going to have to rattle off 4 in a row starting now. And it doesn't look like they're prepared to do that. Losing to the Patriots? You're now 2-6, just like the Patriots. That's not good. Falcons get a big win over the Bucks. Big win. Divisional win on the road. Didn't see that coming. Wouldn't have predicted that straight up. But Falcons go into Tampa and beat the Bucks 31-26. Packers beat the Jags 30-27. Chargers beat the Saints 26-8. Boy, you talk about the tale of two teams. The Saints, for the first couple of weeks, looked like they put the league on notice. And then the injuries started piling up. And it's just been a shit show in New Orleans ever since then. But it's some heads are going to roll there. I'd be interested to see what happens, but in that Jets camp and in New Orleans and in Jacksonville. I mean, Doug Peterson lost again. They put up a fight, but Jags lose again. And let's see what was. Hold on, let's see. Recap. No, what am I looking for? Here we go. Gamecast. So his last second field goal. Ugh. That's gotta suck. I didn't even see that. That's 2 weeks in a row now that Green Bay has won on a Brandon McManus field goal last second. Didn't even know that. Didn't even see that this week. Shit. That's crazy, man. Good for them. Good for them. 2 weeks in a row. So that's a little heartbreaking for Doug Peterson. So that actually bodes well for him if that's the case. At least it wasn't a blowout, I guess. They come back. So it looks like they had 10 in the fourth, but they give up 10 bookends there. So, okay. That probably buys them a little bit of time, but it doesn't change the fact that they're 2-6. Can't do nothing about that. That's still bad. And they're out of the division. So that's not good. What else? Chargers just destroyed the Saints. Bills destroyed the Seahawks. This one is very surprising. I think they said this was Josh Allen's first time playing in Seattle. Bills travel all the way out west to Seattle and at home, where Seattle usually has a distinct advantage with the 12th man. And Geno Smith and that Seattle offense, which has really played well and looked really good, they just got destroyed. I mean, it just was ugly. And Buffalo's still rolling, man. Buffalo looking really good right now, man. Buffalo's 6-2. There's Kansas City, who's undefeated, and we'll get to that in a second. But there are 3 teams sitting at 6-2 right now in the AFC. Buffalo is one of them. And they just whooped the Seahawks, man. I mean, whooped Seattle. So there's that. Broncos beat the Panthers 28-14. Chiefs beat the Raiders 27-20 in that division rivalry. Go on the road and do that. Again, I'd be curious to see here. Let me see the box score. Mahomes with another un-Mahomes-like day. 27-38, 262 yards, 2 touchdowns, 1 NT. Although, I mean, I didn't watch the game, so I don't know. Maybe it was, but statistically, that's not what you're used to seeing. Only 82 yards rushing, but, Kareem Hunt at least serviceable in the absence of any real rushing attack. Travis Kelce leads the team with 10 catches for 90 yards, so tells you all you need to know. That Chiefs defense still doing the thing for the Chiefs. Just Raiders are just bad, man, offensively. Raiders just bad. And, yeah. What else? There we talked about the Commanders and Bears. And then lastly, 49ers and Cowboys. Boy, Dak with another couple interceptions, another couple touchdowns, but Dak giveth, Dak taketh away. Every time I defend this dude, it seems like he does just the opposite of what I say and shits the bed. Yeah, late games were not, you're right, Poch. Late games weren't as good as early games on Saturday, but boy, Dallas is in some kind of way too. I don't know what's going on now. having to start Ezekiel Elliott, not good. Dalvin Cook's a shell of his former self also. But this Dallas offense kind of sputtered. And really, the Dallas defense not looking great as well. Just the Cowboys as a whole. Mike McCarthy might be in a little bit of trouble here. Oh, that's wild, Walt. I just saw your post. The Jets are favored over the Texans this week. How, Sway? How? That's crazy. That's crazy. Yeah, the Cowboys have a lot to figure out, and I don't know that Jerry Jones is the kind of guy to, because of Diggs. I don't know that Jerry Jones is the kind of guy to Zeke scored a tutty. I don't know that Jerry Jones is the kind of guy to pull the trigger and fire a head coach mid-season. I don't know that it would do much good. But at this point, it might be worth the consideration to do so. I don't know what else you do. I mean, you can't fire Dak. You can't fire the team, but I don't know, man. There's too much talent. There's too much talent on this team for this to be going this way. I'm sorry. There's just, I don't know. And Mike McCarthy talked about what happened with Diggs. It says, Cowboys coach Mike McCarthy cited Trevon Diggs confronting a television reporter after Sunday's 30-24 loss to the Niners as an example of the team's frustration. I think we have to be better in those moments. I always talk about staying on a high road. That's part of our responsibility in this business, he said. I'm not ignorant or naive to the fact that this generation, that's part of the world they live in, the social media world. You have to manage that. That's part of being a professional athlete, and that's part of representing this organization properly. Not long after the players returned to the locker room from the field, Diggs, still in uniform, came outside to where the media was waiting to enter the locker room to approach a reporter about an in-game X post or Twitter post. The post showed video of Diggs tracking after 49ers tight end George Kittle on a catch in which he eventually shoved Kittle out of bounds. The tweet appeared to question Diggs' effort. That's what you took from that, Diggs said on a video of the interaction. Out of that whole play, that's what you took from that. You don't know football. You can't do nothing that I do. You can't go out there and do nothing. Stay in your lane, buddy. Stop trying me, dog. Diggs on Monday explained his reasoning for lashing out at the reporter in an episode of teammate Micah Parsons' podcasts. Speaking on the edge with Micah Parsons, Diggs said he felt the reporter's post was, quote, unnecessary, and an attempt to gin up news headlines by using, quote, my name for clicks. I went up to him and I just spoke how I felt, Diggs said, admitting that he was hit with a, quote, lot of emotions, fresh off the loss of San Francisco, as he met with reporters. Quote, I just let my emotions get the best of me. But at the end of the day, still doesn't make it right for anybody just to be saying anything, just trying to throw dirt on your name or make you seem like you're doing a bad job or a bad job because I felt like I played my hardest game yesterday. Defensive coordinator Mike Zimmer said it was important for Diggs and all players and coaches to write off the criticism as reporters doing their job. Obviously, it's important that we all be professional with it, and it's not kind of a thing that we want to be doing. You probably shouldn't be reading tweets right after the game, but I don't know if that's what it was. Yeah. Maybe don't read your headlines. They always say don't read your press clippings. They always say don't read your press clippings when things are going good, and don't read your press clippings when things are going bad. In other words, don't read your press clippings. Hey, what up, Black Sheep? Good to see you, man. Well, look who is here. Oh, wait. Good to see you, buddy. Diggs was acting childish and gave a childish excuse of apology. Boy, facts. What up, Dre? Good to see you too, man. Yeah, that's a good point. Hugo, why is he on Twitter right after a loss, bro? That's the thing, man. It's just like, it's just a bad look, and I get it. He's frustrated. What I think is ironic as he's just trying to make a name and get clicks. And what do you think Micah Parsons is doing having you on his podcast, fam? You think Micah Parsons just had you on the podcast just because? Or do you think that Micah Parsons was like, hey, bro, come on my podcast and tell your side of the story because that'll help boost my numbers. And Diggs was like, bet, sure will. And it'll get me some run too. That's how the game works, man. That's how the game works. You can't be mad when they're doing their job and playing the game. Especially when you do the same thing. And Micah Parsons is doing the same thing with your name. Stop it. Didn't Jerry do that midseason many years ago? That's how Cowboys got Jason Garrett. Oh, is that true? What up, Jared? Is that true? Perry, you're probably right about that. McCarthy and Allen gone as soon as the whistle blows at the end of the season. Yeah, man, we need to make that running list of coaching hot seats. You need to make that list. It's McCarthy, Allen, Peterson. We went over this once before. Robert Saleh's already gone. Stefanski. Who else? Oh, the Bengals don't get their shit turned around. Is it too soon in Tennessee? I don't know. I got to make that list. We'll make a list and we'll have like a run of total and we'll see. Maybe we'll do some sort of thing on it. All right. So there's your scores. Now I really quickly want to hit on this and then we're going to finish up with some fantasy. But I just have to talk about this. And this is the one I just want to bitch for a minute, but it kind of covers this college football landscape in general. There was some decent games this past week. None more than oh boy. Huh? What? Huh? Did somebody talk about the Aggies? What? Somebody say Aggies? I don't know. What's the Aggies? What? Y'all know I got something for you. Oh shit. There we go. Yeah. Y'all know I love my Aggies, right? I just got to run a little celebratory. I know, Donna, I'm sorry. I know you don't want to see this. I know. But you're going to have to put up with it. What up, Joe Pro? Appreciate you, famo. Thank you for the 303 bits. Oh, yeah, my bad. Thank you, Joe Pro. You're the best. He said, update your topic doodad. My bad, pimp. Oh. Thank you for the 303 bids, buddy. Yeah. Well, listen. This is all I got to say about my Aggies. Okay? And you know what? If you this is taking way too goddamn long. I swear before God. Here we go. Gig 'em, Aggies, get it.
Gig 'em,
Pass it back, Eggs. Pass it back.
Hey, watch out. Let's get it. Yeah.
Pump
Get
it, Eggs.
Aggie.
Pump
Go.
it, Eggs.
Come on. What?
4,
Hey,
2,
what? Hey, what? Hey, what?
G-I-E-S. A-G-G-I-E-S. Hey! Fight on, Aggies!
Yeah, baby, let's get it. Sorry, I had to celebrate. Donna said, I hope it's not that fight song. Perry said, okay, cool out in Notre Dame of the South. Hey, listen. Tony Dallas, thank you for the 304 bits, you one-upper. Crystal Sam used to. I'm surprised they knew how to spell it correctly the first time. Oh, shut up. Hey, man, listen. Y'all can rain on my parade or attempt to all you want. You hating sons of bitches. I don't give a single shit. As much as I hate this fucking team, I was so angry. That was a big time win for a program that doesn't have a lot of big time wins. And that was a game in which this team normally loses. They normally blow it. They beat a good football team. And again, they normally fuck those games up. So I'm not going to sit here and act like that wasn't a good win for this team. It was. It was a big win for them. Yeah, loved it. Thank you, Joe Pro. Thank you for the 303 bits, buddy. He said, get bent, Total Dallas. Appreciate you, homie. So this is just, let's see, top 25 wins. Pittsburgh won on Thursday, beating Syracuse. Boise State won. A&M beat LSU 38-23. And I tell you what, man, I said as much, and I'll stick by this. Marcel Reed coming in felt like, I mean, he's played before, and he never really has been, and he hasn't had his game log, if you look at it. Hey, Chris! Thank you for the 69. I appreciate you, homie. Marcel Reed in his past games, he's never really been a passing quarterback. 11 to 22, 16 to 29, 11 to 17. But it's not what they've asked him to do either, right? He hasn't thrown an interception. He's got 6 passing touchdowns. He was 2 of 2 for 70 yards. Had a big time completion, 54 of them. 54 yards was one of those, in fact. Where he excels, though, is as a running quarterback. You can see over here in the game log, 91-83. He is he's a read option quarterback. But it was a change of pace in a game in which I think, and somebody said this in the Discord, I think it was either Chris or Captain Pope. I think it was Captain Pope. They all look alike. But it was something LSU wasn't game planning for, but Wakeman was not getting the job done. He was bad. You can see here he was 6 of 18 for 64 yards. Aggie's offense was sputtering. And credit to Mike Elko for making a change that the Colts were scared to make. But it paid off. And Aggie's defense played really well in the second half. I will say this, man. I was impressed with Reed's performance, but I wasn't, and am still skeptical about long-term what this offense can do and be like. However, Dre, I've thought about you the whole time. I was like, oh, God, Dre's going to be insufferable on Monday because he's right. It's Tuesday, but God damn, Dre, you were right about that, though. Shit. Every time I defend Dak, it's like, why am I doing this? I will say this, man. The Aggies can run the ball with or without Reed. I mean, you can see Amari Daniels had 91 yards. Le'Veon Moss had 83 yards. It's not that this team can't run the ball, right? But what Marcel Reed gives them is now you got to pick your poison. And if he runs the read option correctly, it really makes it hard to stop that run game. But I wasn't convinced about Marcel Reed as a passer, and haven't been. And you can clearly see statistically, like I showed you, I mean, he's completed 50%, 55, 64. That's not good. I mean, that's not good. Yeah, a rating of 147, a QBR of 84. Right? It's not great. I mean, he's 11-17 against Florida, but that's Florida. But hey, Mina, appreciate you, buddy. You have a good weekend as well, man. Thanks for hanging out. Kirk Herbstreit, as the broadcast was ending, he said he gave me hope. That's all I'm going to say. He gave me hope. He said, look, a lot of people will be inclined to tell you that, well, this was because LSU hadn't prepared for Marcel Reed, and that he's very one-dimensional, and that teams, knowing that Marcel Reed is coming and that he's going to play, will be able to plan for it. And as long as you can stop Marcel Reed, stop the run game with Marcel Reed and stop the read option and have the lane discipline and edge discipline, then you can stop the Aggies offense. And he said, I just want to warn people, this kid can throw the ball. He's got an arm and he's a good passer. And I was like, I don't know. I don't want to. Only thing I've seen is what I've watched of him. I don't know anything coming into the season or anything like that. And I thought he was okay. But Herbstreit's job is to know that. I'm not a Herbstreit fan. I don't know. But that gave me hope, which is a fool's errand as an Aggie fan. So I can just tell you, if I have hope, then what that means is Captain Pope is probably right. Aggies are one and done in the playoffs. If they make it. It probably means they don't even make it. It probably means that they lose to South Carolina next week. I'm telling you, that's what it means. They're going to do some dumb shit like that. They win games like this, and then they lose that game and fuck it all up. That's what this team does. So, yeah, I do have a bone to pick though. And this is in all fairness. You guys know me. I don't play favorites, and I call it like I see it. And I do have a bone to pick with this top 10. All right. I do have a bone to pick with this top 10. I posted it on the Discord. I don't think they got this right. I think this top 10 is a little off. And I'm going to pull it up based on what I put on the Discord. Where did it go? There it goes. Oh! Race with them. All right, we're probably going to go a little long, Captain Pope, because I'm going to still do fantasy. We got to get that in. And Notre Dame loss is looking better. Yeah, it really is. And their win is looking better, too. Both teams. That game is looking good for both. Man, I'd love to total Dallas, but 50 years as an Aggie fan or 45 years as an Aggie fan, it's hard. I mean, you got to know what to expect. If Aggies beat UT for the first shit, oh my God. Yeah. Don't let that happen. But I think that they got this wrong. I do think it's Oregon and Georgia. They got that right. I don't think Penn State should be third. I think Ohio State should be third. And a lot of people are like, well, Penn State's undefeated. Well, you have a one-loss Georgia team ahead of them. So why couldn't you have a one-loss Ohio State team ahead of them? I mean, if you're going to have a one-loss team at 2, then why can't you have a one-loss team at 3? Huh? Pretty sure you had an issue with the rankings from Jump Street, Truman. Oh, I've always had issues with the rankings. I think they get it wrong. But Ohio State's, let's see. I'm going to make my case here. All right. Georgia's one loss is to Bama, right? Bama is currently ranked 14. And they were 7 at the time. They were 4 at the time when Georgia lost to them. Penn State is undefeated, but they have their best win is against Illinois. All right. Who is now ranked 24. They're 6-2. Ohio State's one loss was against the number 1 team in the country. But we're going to penalize them and put them 4th behind a team who's undefeated, who hasn't really beaten anybody, and another team whose one loss was to team Bama this year. Hey, Jesus, I appreciate you hanging out, buddy. I know you got to go, man. Thank you. Thanks for hanging out with me today, bro. Hopefully I'll see you tomorrow with Trey on deck, on Barry on deck on the patio. And if you can, man, tune in on Thursday. I'll be with Joel all day, filling in for Jeremy Branham on the Killer Bees. Love you, buddy. Be safe. So this is why I say, okay, you know what? I'm fine if you want to put Georgia at 2. But I still think you could even put Ohio State at 2, and I would agree with you 1,000%. But let's just assume that Georgia belongs at 2. Ohio State definitely belongs at 3. And then Penn State should be 4. Texas should be 5. Texas absolutely should be 5. And then Miami should be 6. Because Texas's only loss, I mean, Miami is undefeated, but some of those have been so close. But Texas's only loss is to the number 2 team in the country. So again, why Miami hasn't lost, right? Okay, but who have they beaten? Fucking nobody. Florida, FAMU, Ball State, USF, Virginia Tech, Cal, Louisville, and FSU. Who? Fucking who? And some of them are barely wins. Barely beat Cal. Barely beat Vatech. Should have lost it. I mean, hung in against Louisville. Oh, fine. They blew out Florida State. Who gives a fuck? I mean, this is just a garbage-ass undefeated team. This is a garbage-ass 8-0. And it has no reason. There's no reason that 8-0 should be ahead of Texas's 7-1, whose only loss was to Georgia. I just don't believe it. I just don't believe it. I mean, now granted, they got blown the fuck out by Georgia. Doesn't matter. They still have wins against Vandy and OU and Michigan, who are all ranked at the time. Now, you know, they're obviously not ranked now. None of them. Vandy fell out. OU's fell out. Right? Yeah, OU is out and Michigan's out. So maybe that doesn't carry some weight. But I just don't think Miami should be there. And then I have, so Texas, then Miami, and then I think Notre Dame should be 7, not Tennessee. I think Notre Dame, nope, I didn't mean to do that. Let's see, Texas gone, Miami gone. Notre Dame and yeah, so Notre Dame's one loss was to NIU, which was weird as shit. And that's a bad loss. That's a big, bad, ugly stain on their record. That's a big blemish. And then A&M's only loss was to Notre Dame. But Notre Dame has looked good. And that's a really ugly loss. But I do think Notre Dame has proven themselves worthy and that was a fluke. So I think they should be 7. Okay. I think A&M should be 8 right behind them. I think BYU should be 9 because they're undefeated. And then Tennessee should be 10. That's just how I see it. The Aggies just beat LSU. The Aggies should be higher than 10. Granted, they shouldn't have leapfrogged Notre Dame, but Notre Dame should also be higher. The Aggies should be 8 in this poll. Notre Dame should be 7. Just the way I see it. By God, that's just the way I see it. All right. Now, let's get into some fantasy real quick. Here's your leaderboard in the Pick'em Challenge. Your matchup of the week. Oh. That sounded weird. Oh, I know what that was. That was the Discord. Your matchup of the week was, it was the real. It was Lisa versus, let's see here. Where to go? Shit. No, it was Lisa versus, Injury Prone. And so we have updated standings now. It's Alex, Skiggity, and Total Dallas at the top. Three-way tie for first, with Heartthrob, Jared, and Jeff Bell, and Jesus, all with 5 points. Donna has 4 points. Keith Sager, Barry with 3. Sylvia, CC, FJ, SVG, Titan Hugo with 2. Mark and Spoon with 1. And damn it, Chris. Chris still doesn't have a goddamn point. Rob still hasn't filled out not one single damn thing yet. If you're curious, what's the jump from last time to this time? Looks like this. So last week it was Alex, Skiggity, Heartthrob, Total Dallas, Donna. Now Heartthrob and Total Dallas have flip-flop. And Donna fell a little bit. Jared, Jeff Bell, and Jesus all moved up a tier after this week. Yeah, so we've had some movement. We had some movement this week. In fact, if you want to know who got what right, those that got it right this week, Barry, that's me. Who else got it right? Jared, Jesus, Jeff, Total Dallas, CC, Titan Hugo, SVG, FJ. Those who got it right. They all picked Lisa's team, and Lisa won. So there you go. All right, here's your fantasy results. Speaking of, this is League One. BZH 420 went up against Jared Taylor's Caucaso. Well, that was beer for breakfast is what it used to be. I don't know what fuck. Don't ever go to Vegas? What? Oh, how the fuck do you people have 1 or 0 correct picks? Who's in first? Alex said. Shut up, Alex. Wait till we do your fantasy shit. I made my last comment not knowing you were going to go in on the rankings. LOL. What was your last comment, Walt? What did I see? Oh, where'd it go? If we've learned anything about NCAA football this season, it's that the little number next to the name means nothing. Well, it doesn't matter. It matters to me, damn it. That's funny as shit. Oh, you made fun of my wife's cinnamon and queso. Oh, that's hilarious. Caucaso. Oh my God. Who was that said that? Was that Cece that made that up? That is so fucking funny. I forgot about that. Jesus, that's hilarious, Jared. All right, well, it worked. Jared Taylor beat Brian's BZH 420, Brian's best team, 130 to 119. So Jared improves to 6-2. Brian's now 4-4. And Cisco's the Penix Mightier beat FJ's Hail Mary, 129 to 107. Black Sheep is rolling, man. Black Sheep is whooping everybody's ass. The champ is here. Beat taking another L's Christian Alonso's team 176 to 103. Boy, Christian ain't lying. He's 1-7. Black Sheep improves to 5-3. Katie's Chris's CDC guidelines beat Keith Hernandez, or Keith's hanging with Hernandez. Keith Sager, who I saw pop in, by the way. What up, Keith, if you're still here? Keith lost 125 to 100. Damn. Keith's now 4-4. Katie improves to 2-5. Last matchup of the week, Chris from Sam Houston. He might suck in picking, but he's good in fantasy. Not this week, though. The undefeated has finally lost. No, say it ain't so. Damn it, man. Chris from Sam Houston was 7-0 coming into this week, and it took Tony the Handsome's 3-4 team to beat him 137 to 125. So there goes the last undefeated fantasy team in the Barry on Deck fantasy leagues. Chris from Sam Houston now 7-1. Tony the Handsome improves to 4-4. See, there's always hope, people. Joe Pro said, fistful of assholes is so aggressive, and I'm here for it, right? All right, League 2, looking like this. For whom the Dell tolls. That's your boy, beat up on Alex. Huh? Oh, who's in first? What? Huh? Alex, you want your name read now? Huh? Whoop that ass. You let a 2-5 team just stomp the dog shit out of you. 128 to 110. Clarence's big boss Sugar Boogers beats CC's vacation mode 123 to 102. Lisa's loud team, that was our matchup of the week, beat total truck driver Pookie's injury prone to 131 to 114. She improves to 5-3. He falls to 3-5. Jenny's scary team rolling. She's now 6-2. Got 143 points and beat Pacha's Cows on Parade 143 to 115. And the last matchup in League 2, SVG's Chingones beat 713 Hooligan 144 to 108. Wait till Diggs and Love come back. Wait, never mind. Yeah, 114 to 108 was the final there. SVG now 5-3 in League 2. Over in League 3, Doctor's Orders 148. Uriel Villanueva's drafting under the influence 127. Trey now 6-2. Uriel falls to 4-4. Sylvia just rolling. BOD Swifties 163. Amos's 504. They not like us is scored 130. Sylvia now 6-2. Amos falls to 4-4. Rolling on Dubs. PB Dubs scored 142 points. Aaron J. Bryant's Dark Nola 40 falls to 1-7. Only put up 118 this week. Slow White Broncos scored 115, but it wasn't enough. Rev House scored 129 to improve to 4-4. And the last matchup in League 3, RomoCop will protect you, 118. And Skiggity's Austin Isotopes, 99. So Total Dallas now 5-3. And Skiggity now 4-4 in League number 3. And finally, League 4. This was an ass whooping. And boy, oh boy. Yeah, that's right, Joe Pro. Don't be messing with Sylvia. Sylvia's a stone cold killer. That's absolutely the best team name CC could have came up with. Right? Vacation mode? Yeah, no shit, right? Joe Pro's Buffaloes, which is Steven the Weather Guy, Lil Uzi's team. 190 points. Fuck. There he is right there, Uzi. Don't mess with the Buffalo either. Oh my God. 190 points. He whooped Perry's ass. Perry put up 128 points. Perry would have beat everybody in this league except Dandy Dana. 128 was the third highest point. No, I'm sorry. Jesus had 129. Still, Perry wins, but Perry beats what? Everybody except Uzi, Dandy, Dan, and Jesus. That's a lot of 128 is a good. Jesus, that's crazy. 190 might go down as the most points scored all year. Joe Pro said that's borderline a hate crime. Yeah, well, Perry falls to 5-3, and Uzi improves to 5-3. Other matchups, Dandy Dan's Disorganized Disasters put up 152. Eric's Excellent Team put up 123 and falls to 2-6. Dandy Dan now 4-4. Titan Hugo's Team Punishment, 119 points, beats Mark G's Chi-Town Swifty, excuse me. 119 to 107, both now 6-2. And Heartthrobs, the Unseasoned Heathens, 114. Jen's Pure Royalty, 101. Heartthrob now 3-5. Jen now 2-6. And lastly, but not leastly, a closely contested matchup. Jesus is here for you to hate, 129, and Spoon's the Big Yetis, 125. So Spoon now 4-4. Jesus now 3-5. So pretty close one there. Lost 2 in a row. Mark has lost 2 in a row now. It's 6-2. Damn. Yeah, so I don't have your standings, but I do have your pick'em matchup for the week. I don't have the team photos there yet, like on the pick'em thing. Okay. But what I do have is the, what's it called? Oh shit. Where'd it go? If you want to make your choice, I have it done. Oh no, those numbers aren't right. Hold on. That's not right. Nope. I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll put that on. I'll put it on the Discord. I have the matchup. The matchup of the week is actually Skiggity's Austin Isotopes versus Jeff Bell's Slow White Bronco. These players are correct. Those numbers are not. So ignore the numbers. The players are right. Skiggity has Lamar Jackson, Jonathan Taylor, Kenneth Walker, Puka Nakua, Khalil Shakir, Dalton Kincaid, Josh Jacobs, Chargers, and Chase McCloud. But those numbers are not correct, so I'll need to update that. So, but everything is ready to go. I just need to update those numbers, and I will get that all on the Discord for you. Okay? All righty. Well, that about does it for the show. Well, we got a lot in today, didn't we? We rated all the holidays. We got some college football in. We got some NFL Week 7 in. We got some fantasy in. Shit, we didn't get no World Series. How about that Freddie Freeman dollar for MVP, huh? That looks like it's going to happen. Dodgers up 3-0. Boy, that Freddie Freeman, that $1 flyer on Freddie Freeman for MVP. Told you, keep an eye on Freddie Freeman. If healthy. Once in a while, your boy might know what he's talking about. Boy, I tell you what, that Shohei Ohtani almost getting hurt was scary shit. Check Freddie's teeth for PEDs. Yep. That $1 though, I like how Total Dallas tried to jump in on my bet. He sent me that penny, and then on Discord, he's like, our Freddie Freeman MVP bet look good. Ours ass, bro. I should have put more than $1 on that bitch. Damn. Scared money don't make money. All right, man. Had a great time. Yeah, kiss my ass, Total Dallas. There he goes. Look at that bullshit. Me and Truman's bet's gonna kiss my ass. Old penny throwing ass. But, man, hate to see Ohtani go down. Hopefully he stays healthy for the rest of the series, which may not last much longer. Aaron Judge hitting .083 in this World Series. Has a career 190-something batting average in the playoffs. Whoever said Aaron Judge in the playoffs is Dak Prescott was pretty goddamn accurate. At least Stanton's hitting. Yankees just, bats are just bad. And not getting any love from their pitching either. They're just, I don't know what happened, man. Yankees gonna have to turn it around. So, I'll only score 75 the rest of the season. That's probably true. You shot your load, bro. Hey, Walt, appreciate you, buddy. Love you, man. Love all of you guys. Thanks for hanging out with me today. Hope you had a good time. Again, apologies for the late start, but we did get Aaron Harden. Love it, Donna. Love it, Donna. If only the Yankees would let them grow beards. All right. I love you guys. I will see you tomorrow. It's a Trey on deck, on Barry on deck, on the patio. Hopefully we'll start at a decent time. Hopefully. In the meantime, enjoy tonight. I'll see you tomorrow. And don't forget, we're rating who? Grace Witham. Got it. All right, deckheads. Do me 3 favors. Be safe. Be kind. And most importantly, love each other. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye. Small streamer. Seems like a swell gal. Oh, okay. She was like, that was a fuck ton. That's all I heard. Small streamer. Okay. She's all hips. She's wearing a bunny costume. All right, here we go. We're rating. All right. She's just sitting there in a bunny costume. 11 viewers. Here we go. Enjoy the raid, everybody. Love you guys. See you tomorrow on the patio. Bye. And he's making a YouTube video.